Good afternoon. We start with breaking news. And the former Conservative MP, Imran Ahmad Khan, has been jailed today for 18 months for sexually assaulting a 15-year-old boy back in 2008. He was sentenced earlier this afternoon at Southwark Crown Court. Sky Shaman for Imran is there and can give us more detail. Shaman.
Yes, that's right. The MP, Imran Khan, already had his bags packed as he was in court earlier today. And as you say, he was sentenced to 18 months in prison. He will have to serve half of that sentence and will spend the rest of that time on licence. And it was a really long sentencing, actually. It lasted well over an hour and a half. And during that sentencing, the judge said that he did not accept that Khan had any remorse for his actions. Instead, he said that he felt the only regret that Khan felt was for himself. He said, having found himself in a predicament he now faces due to actions 14 years ago. And of course, this trial all comes from the actions of 2008. So the jury heard during the course of this trial that Khan had forced the youngster to drink gin and tonic and then pushed him onto a bed where he then asked him to watch pornography. Now, the victim made a statement today. The victim is, of course, anonymous. He cannot be named due to legal reasons. But he said that he's spent the remainder of this time still living with the trauma and the shock of what happened to him. He said that he is still scared, vulnerable, numb, shocked and surprised after that incident in 2008. He said that Khan had touched his feet and legs and had come within a hair's breadth of his private parts as he went to sleep on the top of his bunk bed. He also said that he felt guilty that now his family had had to relive this awful moment all over again, and that he'd also struggled with suicidal thoughts as well, having it during the course of this trial. So the judge also spoke about the fact that a report was made in 2018, but the victim didn't want to make a formal complaint. However, he did file an official complaint after Khan won the Wakefield seat in December 2019 in that general election. And that was mentioned a lot because Khan's defence was that that time was the best time of his life. He was extremely proud and that he'd dedicated his life to service, trying to help people. And since all of this has happened, he's now fallen from grace. He said that since this has all happened, he's been spat at in the street. He no longer attends social events. He's been kicked out of his faith groups as well as the Conservative Party. However, the judge was more concerned about the impact that it had on the victim. He said that it still had a huge impact on his life. And as I say, he wasn't convinced that he was actually remorseful. So Khan will now serve 18 months. Well, he's been given an 18-month sentence. He will serve half of that time in prison and the rest on licence.
Shaman, thank you.